Breaking news this morning. Yesterday we talked about Robert Receipts Saleh refusing to commit to starting Zach Wilson this week, Jets quarterback, which was one of those things that wasn't shocking but a little bit surprising, right? Because as I said yesterday, it was like 10 seconds ago that the Jets beat the Bills. And Zach Wilson actually outplayed Josh Allen in that game. And the Jets were 6-3. And they were in a place where they hadn't been in like a decade. People were feeling great about them. All they needed to do was beat the Patriots, and they would take over first in the AFC East. I mean, of all the dramatic things, the Jets, the team to beat in the East, and it was right there. It was a real thing. I mean, essentially, that was as good as things have been for the Jets in a decade or more. Yet 2 weeks later, the whole damn house is on fire. Because then the Jets went up to Foxborough and then jetted the hell out of that game. Then Zach Wilson jetted the hell out of his postgame presser. And now this bratty, self-entitled, completely clueless, immature, and the two-word answer that he dropped begs something totally new. Now we have an answer to the question because of that performance, both on and off the field. The answer to the question, is Zach Wilson starting this Sunday against the Bears, is the same answer that he gave when asked if he felt like he let the defense down. Hey, Zach, are you starting this weekend against the Bears? Hey, Zach, are you starting this weekend against the Bears? No, dude, you're not. You're not, because according to a Schefter tweet this morning, quote, breaking, during a team meeting minutes ago, Jets players were informed that Zach Wilson is not starting Sunday's game versus the Bears. Sources tell ESPN. Wilson, who had a 5-2 record as a starting QB this season, with both losses coming versus the Patriots, is being benched. End of quote. Tell you what, bench the Zach.
Bench the salt.
Bench the entitled brat.
Bench the salt.
Bench the brat.
Bench the salt.
You know, I'll tell you, I think that it's a brass call by the head coach, but it's the right call. Here's Bob Saleh at the podium announcing who will actually be starting the game this week. Quote, we're going to roll with Mike White. Why? He's not Zach. Okay. That's that. That's easy enough. Quote, we're going to roll with Mike White. Why? He's not Zach. Listen, Saleh had a choice here. He could risk losing his locker room, or he can risk hurting his quarterback's feelings. And if you think about it like that, that's not that tough a call. Because the Jets, not named Zach Wilson, are ready to win right now. So, of course, they should try to win right now and not let the dude who was single-handedly trying to wreck their season succeed in wrecking their season. Just because this guy is 5-2 does not mean they were winning because of him. In fact, they weren't. They were winning in spite of him. Because this season, Zach Wilson is making Sam Darnold look generational. He's making Mark Sanchez, what up, Mark? He's making Mark Sanchez look like the damn GOAT. Mark is basically Tom Brady.
Unwar lockout. What's up, Rome?
What's up, Mark? Mark is basically Tom Brady compared to Zach Wilson. Zach has been so bad this season that he's got analysts comparing him to the biggest bust in NFL history. And honestly, his numbers don't even square up with some of the biggest busts in NFL history. I mean, he really is having one of the worst quarterback seasons ever. So now he's going to sit his ass on the bench because of that. And because of his attitude and his inability to lead or own anything at all or be accountable for anything at all. The guy just doesn't get it, is what I'm saying. Does not get it. So it's the right move for the team. It's absolutely the right move for the team, but it's also the right move for the guy. Because if a dude ever needed a wake-up call, it's this dude. Right now, Zach is not just jacking up the Jets season, he's practically jacking up his Jets career.
Wake up.
Wake up. So maybe this entire situation is exactly what this guy needs. Maybe the entire situation finally wakes this guy the hell up. Hey, I'm all for Mike White getting a shot here. But to me, it would seem pretty shocking if Mike White makes it through the final 7 games. Maybe. But that's not ideal. What I'm trying to say here is this is not the end for Wilson. I'm not giving up on this guy. There's still time for this guy to get right. But he's got to get right. He's got to get the message. He's got to correct his attitude. He's got to clean up his act. He's got to take responsibility. He's got to show accountability. He's got to grow the hell up. He's got to be a professional. None of these things are happening right now. If that starts to happen and happens quickly, maybe then he reclaims his job. Maybe then he re-earns the respect of the locker room, if in fact he ever had it. Which is why this is the right move at the right time for Bob Saleh. Precisely because it's not too late. Precisely because there's still time. They can still be a playoff team. They can still have a great season. As for Zach Wilson, dude, you are on the clock, and you are running out of time. It's not too late, but you're running on out of time. And you're on the verge of blowing an amazing opportunity in an amazing town with an amazing fan base and with a roster that is talented and ready to win right now. And with a good, young, aggressive coach. It's all still in place for you, Zachary. You just have to stop effing everything up. Now, how's that going to impact Jim Rome's big head bets with the big head? We were crunching the numbers and the analytics and doing all of our work late into the night, and that broke this morning. So now what? We'll see. All right, so let me get your reaction. That's one of those things where I often say, let me get your reaction, and then you do or you don't. I really want your reaction to that, especially you, Jets fan. Do you like that move? Do you think that this is exactly what Zach needs? Is he going to get the message? Is he going to wake the hell up? Or is he going to be the self-entitled brat who doesn't get it and not figure it out and will not matter? How do you think he responds? How do you think they respond? And what do you think happens? And do you agree with the decision to go with White over Flacco?